June 5th, 2008, 13 years ago, the Reckless Comedy YouTube channel, which at the time I believe was called Reckless Tortuga, released a video called Racism in the Elevator. And that video exploded. Has over 8.5 million views. The channel itself had only been created a few days before that video was released. In the description of that video, they say, quote, "Eric is here with some insight into typical racist behavior. You can have a laugh at racism in our spoof PSA. Don't just laugh. Listen." They're saying listen because even though they're going to try and make you laugh and they're going to try and present this comically, they still believe they have important things to say. So don't just laugh. You got to listen to what they have to say. So let's take a look. The scene starts with a white woman in an elevator and a black man entering. The woman moves to the side a little awkwardly and holds onto her purse. And then the black man speaks to us. He tells us that the reason the white woman reacted the way she did is because she's a stupid white bitch who reacts this way because he's black.
Every 45 seconds, a black man enters an elevator, and some stupid white bitch clutches her purse for her dear life.
Now, I can tell you, as a white man, I've seen women react to me in a similar way when I've gotten into the elevator. Now, why do they do this? Maybe it's because I'm double their weight and a foot taller than them. It might be because they're socially anxious, nervous. A lot of people have those sorts of problems. Maybe they would have done that no matter who walked in. Maybe they would do it to any man, scared of men. There's a whole host of reasons. I mean, just use your imagination. Maybe some of these girls could have even been stalked or followed from their workplace to their house recently, and now they're afraid it might happen again. At the end of the day, I don't know why any of these women were nervous. I can only guess. But this black man, he doesn't have to guess. He knows why. It's because they're stupid white bitches. And he explains to the stupid white bitches that they are provoking him with their action. He wants to beat your racist ass to the ground.
And while you think you're protecting yourself, in actuality, you're provoking a savage attack. The small step to the side, your subtle death grip on your belongings. It makes me want to snatch that fucking purse out of your hands and beat your racist ass to the ground.
Reckless Tortuga uploaded an alternate version of this video where he does beat her. Now, calling a white person racist is a big deal. Accusations of racism have gotten white people fired from their job, expelled from their school, and defamed by the media. People, like this guy, have no problem of throwing accusations of racism at any white person if they do something that happens to annoy him. Even things like being nervous around a stranger. People like him have no concern for what might happen to a white person if they're called racist. In fact, calling white people racist is a very quick and efficient way to demand compliance from white people. You may recall videos of white people being told to kneel for BLM. If you don't kneel, what might you get called? A lot of the people who were kneeling were scared. Now, do you remember when Starbucks asked two black men who weren't buying anything to either buy something or leave? And then they refused, so Starbucks called the police. Well, the event blew up. Starbucks was called racist. The CEO apologized, all sorts of things. Hotep Jesus, also known as Brian Sharp, went to Starbucks after that to see if he could, as a black man, demand free coffee.
We about to go inside, get my free coffee. Y'all ready? Y'all ready?
He starts out by laying the accusation, "I heard y'all were racist."
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
All right, I heard y'all was racist.
It's not directly pinned on anyone yet. And then he makes his request for free coffee.
All right, I heard y'all was racist, so I came to get my free coffee.
And that's a very smart way to do it. The accusation is out in the open. If you're a white employee and you comply, that floating accusation might not get pinned on you. You do know that it is there. It is a threat. Now, the white woman at the counter, I mean, she's done nothing wrong. Starbucks itself didn't do anything wrong, and even if they did, it wasn't her store. And Hotep Jesus is not one of the two guys from the original story, so she's got no reason to give free coffee to anyone, no matter who they are. But he still gets his free coffee.
I wish you the best. Thank you. Yeah. You too. Starbucks reparations, man.
Throwing out that word racist in the very first sentence is powerful. The word can destroy a white person's life if it's handled in the wrong way. Calling a non-white person racist doesn't have the same potential destructive effect, and it's generally ignored by most people. If a white congressman or senator is getting called racist in the media, they can be in big trouble. But like white Republicans call Ilhan Omar racist every day. I mean, that doesn't do anything. The word racist works to force compliance among white people, right? Especially white women are sensitive to being called racist. Now, you may know a white woman who's experienced something where maybe someone wants to get a date from her or to get physical with her, and when she resisted, they accused her of racism. There are white girls who are giving in to dates or touching or more because they're afraid what might happen to them if they get branded a racist. They give in to a threat that's against their future. The word is a threat to destroy their life. They could get expelled from school, removed from their job. They felt that they had to comply or get punished. And for some people, they see racism everywhere. They see it in every white person. They see it in you if you're a stranger in their elevator, and they may find an excuse to call you racist if you're white. And they don't care if your life gets destroyed when they make that accusation. You can't call them a racist. It won't matter. It's time to understand the anti-white narrative. And it's time to understand that group differences are real.